Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final part of Fool's Ebony. I've been looking forward to finishing this up. I've been looking so forward to finishing this up because it's vile. But part one warned us of that. So we are going to part the 6th. Thank you for allowing us the time to change the meter set while our bards sang that old favorite, Hail and Farewell. Now then, imagine the luxury and glorious suite of that dark elven rogue, the adventurer, at the dead Daedra Inn. The time is shortly after the last scene, which, if you've forgotten, ended with our hero and his partner in crime, Nephrin, making some arrangements to swindle from the mages, the priests, and armorers. All are interested in getting their hands on a load of Fool's Ebony, miraculous burning mineral, and the priests and mages each consider the adventurer their ally. The armorers know better and have assigned one of their apprentices, Ortho, to watch the adventurer's movements. Now, as Ortho slumbers, the adventurer has his first moment of peace in days. I should mention that in the earnest interest of common decency, this scene has been abbreviated from the original by order of the Guild of Playwrights, Actors, and Dramatists. It now contains little material of relevance. A full copy may be obtained from the playwright after the show for a mere 50 gold pieces. Copying fee. Now is the time for the poor prologue to shuffle away. Who's there? I'm coming. Come in, please. So sorry to surprise you, but I thought that we might find something in common. Oh, you poor man, you have a wound. Here, let me fix that bandage. It looks very fresh. Well, I just opened it up again. Evening exercises, calisthenics, so on. How did you get this cut, if you do not mind me asking? No, not at all. I was in a fight. Earlier, these 3 crazy people jumped me. Really? This cloth looks like part of a mage's robe. Well, yes, 2 of them were mages. Oh my, you must be very good. Well, I've been in 1 or 2 fights. Not to be rude, but who are you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I quite forgot the proper introductions. I am the Contessa Evite Weidesfried. Call me Ava, from the court of Daggerfall. By oblivion, what now? Here, help me off with this robe. These inn rooms are always so hot. And let me check that bandage again, you poor man. Oh, you are wearing an ebony belt of stamina, and bracers of strength, and a bracelet of endurance. This is my lucky night. Help? Here, let me help you off with that witch. Gotta check you for any more cuts. They go so bad so easily. Well, it's not armor this time. My whip is turned. Well, everything seems alright. Very alright, in fact. Ava, tell me about yourself. If you want, just for a bit. Here, have some wine. Into prologue. Here, our worthy playwright's speech has been heavily edited by the Guild of Playwrights, Actors, and Dramatists. I will endeavor to fill in those removed passages. I should mention that the Contessa is not meant to be a relative of any noble currently in Castle Daggerfall. The Contessa Evite regales the adventurer with tales of the peculiar and hardy members of her royal family. She has many brothers and sisters. They are all very close. I think I must have been a bastard. I was the only one with red hair and an affinity for magicka. Everyone else tried to hide this skill of mine. I remember one speaking very well. Contessa relates further differences between her siblings. While my sisters were learning to curtsy in the 10 different modes, and my brothers were learning flower arranging, I used to sneak off into the woods or town, and I soon learned how to get what I wanted from just about anyone. Just for example, there was this merchant who had 3 sons. The Contessa goes into detail about her training. I became quite good at the School of Illusion. You never noticed me downstairs, did you? I also learned how to use some weapons. Let me tell you how I learned hand-to-hand. The Contessa relates an amusing anecdote and then continues. And on bad days, I used to dig in my father's library. He had a marvelous collection of old texts. I was fascinated by Old Dwarvish. Managed to learn it quite well, I think. Of course, no one has seen or spoken to one in years and years, so it's probably perfectly useless knowledge. But I've always had an interest in collecting new knowledge. At the Mages Guild, they taught me an old High Elven tradition. You spread this potion all over your body. The Contessa relates her current state of boredom. The life of the palace bores me so. My sisters, the Contessa's sisters, are entertaining some visitors, and my brothers are now studying advanced floral theory. So I come down here, do a little business. I keep all my relations supplied with their favorite vices, so I can blackmail the whole rotten lot. But isn't it dangerous down here? Did I not hear that some young Contessa got killed recently? Oh, that little twit was my cousin, and as far as I'm concerned, she got what she deserved. She thought she could just borrow a maid's dress, muss up her hair, and pass for a commoner. She was spotted the first minute she left the palace gates. Now, I use illusion, craft, guile, and I carry weaponry. By the way, that was a neat scheme you and Neff cooked up. Well, let's change the subject, can we? Just what do you care? You can't see anything. Weapon. Here, let me show you. Oh my, those are nice knives. Oh, yeah? Nasty weapons, dude. My, those are, what I call weapons. Oh yes, heavy duty, high class ones too. I think it's time that we put that Ebony to the test. To say nothing of your maiden staff. At this point, extensive material has been removed. However, please remember that any scholar who truly wishes to peruse this material can obtain a copy for only 50 gold pieces. Hand-drawn illustrations are, of course, extra. The Contessa, after a bit of fun, volunteers to be a part of the adventurers party to find the fool's Ebony Lode. I know, it didn't make much sense in the original draft either, if you wanted to know the truth. Sure, you want to go, sure you want to go out there in the wilds? Oh yes, I'm so bored here. Well, not right here and now, but generally, and I can really be of assistance. I'm pretty good with wood survival. Knife work, hand to hand, and it gets cold out there at night, even for a big ebony-wearing man like you. Alright then, do you know where and why we're going? Oh, of course, it's all over Daggerfall. Everyone is watching and waiting to see what happens. There's even a lottery or two running. On what? Oh, your life. Oh, look, don't worry. I know all about the double dealings with mages, priests, and merchants, those crude armorers, and I intend that we come out on top. I love being on top. With the goods and the profits. I have yet another vice to sell to my stupid relatives and their boring palaces. But won't it be us two against hordes? Oh no, most everyone is waiting here in town to see what and who comes back. And I will have a surprise arranged for our escorts. Ortho included. Out in the wilderness, they can be dealt with easily. Tell me more. Certainly, but first, let's see how many uses you have left in that Ebony. Your mage's staff is in good shape. Exactly. Sorry to interrupt again, but we're going to have to stop the scene right here. After a frenzied night comes the placid dawn, tripping onto the sky like a budding rose. And then another day doth dawn, and then another. 10 dawns and 10 frenzied nights pass as our wily adventurer, the wanton Contessa, the clever and naughty Nephrin, the loutish Ortho, and an assemblage of randy armors and backsliding maidens take to the road. Imagine now that we are in the wildy wilderness of High Rock, near the Rothgarian Mountains. I do so love the color frolic. It's getting pretty wild now. I guess the dangerous part is coming up tomorrow. Yes, one last stop tonight. That old inn, Minnie's Inn. Minnie's Inn? Oh, those 2 old scholars who gave it all up. Came to run the inn out here. They must get all of 2 customers a year. I think they like the solitude. It gives them time to study. They know a lot about old dwarvish stuff. Get them started on that, they will wear your ears out. When does your surprise happen? I should probably know. Don't fret, dear. At the end tonight, just sit back and enjoy the show. Time passes, the carts roll, things happen in the backs of the carts, and there are strange, furtive movements unnoticed by all. On the high ridges around, next we see our players. They are at Minnie's Inn, home of Minnie and Croon, the philosopher, innkeepers. Imagine, if you will, the rather dusty dining room of Minnie's Inn. Croon? Yes, Minnie. I was thinking. Yes, you were thinking, Minnie. Thinking. Yes, so was I. Can't remember now. Yes, Minnie? Yes, shut up. Moo? See, adventurer, Orthos fixed. Is he? You just watch. And what about the other armorers? Admit it now. This Guernsey. Ortho love Guernsey. Ooh. Guernsey love Ortho. Moo. We go get married, we is. Well, congratulations. And that was a fine, long speech, Ortho. We go raise piggies. Grows animals, too. Farmers be we. Exit Ortho and Guernsey. Extraordinary. Ava, I think that you must have been up here before. Oh, yes, I often come up here to get away from the palace and talk dwarves with Minnie and Croon. You mean that these 2 ancient scholar innkeepers can actually talk about dwarves? All but adventurer, Contessa, Minnie, and Croon fall asleep in their meat pies. Oh, yes, you must just be very patient, but look over at our other escorts. By the lady! Minnie was an alchemist before she met Croon, and knows a lot of old forgotten dwarvish potions. But what do we do with the bodies? Wait for it. Adventurer, meet Major Bloodknock, head of my own private little bodyguard. He's been with me since I was a mere girl. Served me very well, haven't you, Major? We give our all, my lady. Pleased to meet you, Major. How are my other men? Other men? All present and accounted for, my lady. Had a spot of a bother with what looked like a party of merchants following me. But they are out of the picture now, down a ravine. Only one thing. Yes? Me and my men, we've been noticing sort of furtive movements up on cliffs. On ridges, always out just out of the corner of our eyes. And we keep getting this feeling we're being watched. Now, me and my men, we're the best, but there's something out there. Don't like it, not one bit. Oh, dear. And just when it was getting to be fun. It's not anything human, not mages, armors, priests. And it's not the usual werewolves, harpies, orcs, or daedra, nothing like that. Not at all. Dwarves. Where? Oh, Minnie, you mean up there. Here. Dwarves up there? Oh, how exciting. There, Croon, calm down. Just dwarves. I knew that one day they would wake up, come back. What? I didn't go anywhere. The dwarves, Croon. Oh, back. Yes. So excited. Dwarves. Well, Major, is it possible? Anything's possible, especially up here. Dwarves? I don't know. Me and my men. We'll get rid of this lot. There's a good deep mine shaft out back. Dwarves? Ava, is that trouble? I mean, they sort of own all the enemy down here, don't they? Maybe, but I guess we just have to push on. See what develops. I could try to talk to them, maybe. Oh, and adventurer, you'll have to drive the first cart. I'll take home Nephrons. We'll leave the other here. Spares for later. What, no more bucolic frolics? Sorry, but we've got to get to the site and out again before the weather goes bad. Can't your major and his men handle the carts? Oh no, they will cover us from all sides and make certain there are no surprises. All good things end, I guess. charges left in your bracelet of endurance, we can go upstairs until it develops. Well, I guess we all saw that coming. Scene 3 takes place sometime later at the site, flanked by the Major's men, and the Venturer and the wanton Contessa successfully follow the map of the dear departed mages. Imagine great veins of glistening ebonesque material piercing the surface of the ground, and a nice warm fire of fool's ebony, where the adventurer and the Contessa sprawl. To the west are signs from the weather is turning, and the first major snowstorm of the year is coming. For some time they have been mining, and the adventurer is beginning to feel the strain of actual labor. I've got blisters on my hands from the shoveling of that black rot, blisters on my rear from the cart management, and we're running out of air. My bracelet is running down, and my fingers are getting now that is dwarves, milady, dwarves. Dozens of the little buggers caught my men. Sorry, milady. Major, get out of here now. If you get away, you can maybe help us later. I'll try to talk to them. They actually wrote out ancient Dwarven, so this is going to be entertainment for you all. Hegegis, je vous kilps, je kiss, Zixus. Je peux calaglu, gashnu, biblu, frenu, zinadu. I guess all the dwarves are French. Jenik, parpo, gablu, waziku, epapupu. Glooky, glooky, glooky. Ava, what's going on? Oh, relax. I think I've impressed them by talking their language. I don't understand everything, but it seems that they only have just woken up or something, and that they will not let us take any of the fool's ebony. It's somehow related to the real stuff or something, and it really belongs to the Lords of Oblivion. The dwarves are just care or something. Very interesting. Now, what about us? I made a deal with them the only way I could see. I told them about Minnie and Croon, how those two old ones know lots of dwarven tales and legends. The dwarves tells me that having just woken up or something, they want 3 things: ale, women, and us to leave the fool's ebony alone. Flog my log. Well, I told them all about the ale down at Minnie's Inn, and that about the 2 redheads there. They're going there, leaving right now. We may take 1 empty cart, 2 horses, and they will keep us guarded all the way there. They also said that they will, destroy all the fool's ebony here. It shouldn't be also as they say. Dwarvish is a remarkably compact language. By the great roaring buttocks of Sheogorath! All these blisters and backache for nothing. Well, at least we're still alive now. Franu Lickety Canoe Gadflew. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. As scene 4 begins, we are back at Minnie's Inn, where the dwarves appear to be on holiday. Gazixpanu? Glurki? Jocha Pachka Lazulani? Zapu Dupi Hupi Kimiamat? Amat et Kanamium. Ava, any ideas? I can't seem to work my magical items, and when ale runs out, your ebony materials dwarves fashion ebony, so I guess they were suppressing or something. Don't worry, just think these dwarves have been asleep or something for hundreds of years. And Minnie has a huge stock of ale. Not many customers come this way, and she knows how to salt the ale just right to keep from spoiling for decades. Oh, that's why my tongue always looks like a chunk of leather after a pint or 2. Dwarves apparently love ale. I sent them all to pass out an hour or so. The dwarves immediately fall into chaos. Oh, if not sooner. Come on, adventurer, grab a sack and start collecting. When the dwarves wake up, they'll finish the ale and then us. Pillage the dwarves. South, as fast as our horses will take us in the weather. If we make it enough distance before they wake up, we'll be all right. I don't think that they will leave the precious mountains. At least I hope not. The wailing, wintry wind whirls wickedly, waves whipping, wading waist high. Oh, never mind. The adventurer and the Contessa get lost in the snowstorm. Several days later, we find them desperate for warmth and exhausted. The horses have had it. They can't go another step. It's going to snow again. No ale left. And just one loaf. It will have to do. Suddenly, a party of giants leap upon our hero and heroine. But after some quick work with braces of firestorm, really dead giants lie around in heaps. Anything left, Ava? No more fire or anything. Just my daggers. Same here. Just a common short sword. Curse you, Gorath, for those dwarves. Those oafs chewed up our horses. Do you think the Major made it out? If anyone can, it's him. I guess we'll find out in town. Interesting thought just occurred to me. Don't giants hunt in several groups? Is that right here? Yes, there are more giants out there. Quick, Ava, help me with this one. What Ontario are you doing? This is not the time for studying anatomy. Don't argue. Climb inside. Poppy Dash and Baldercock. Inside that smelly dead giant, my dear adventurer, I am a lady. It's our only hope. The giant smell will hide our scent, and live giants never touch dead ones. Quick. Here, help me pull the skin shut. Try not to throw up, and don't make a sound. A few hours pass. They all left, but it's snowing hard. Definitely getting real cold. We better stay here. It indeed is warm. It'll keep us warm, safe from the storm and giants. For a day or so, if we can stand the snow. Here, want some bread? For this, the last scene of the play. Please forgive us, but we need to change the set, move the giant corpses and whatnot. Please be patient while our guard before the time is passing. Here we are, back at the dead Daedra Inn. Tessa and the adventurer made it. After all, they had to pay 3 times the normal rate, for they were very dirty and stinky. Now, poor prologue will bid you farewell, goodly people. Scene 6. Thank the gods for hot water and soap. I thought I would smell like a giant forever. Me too. Where did you go while I was bathing? And why no mages, priests, armors, or merchants outside the inn for our blood? I took a quick trip to the palace. I fixed it so some cousins into armors and merchants, but we don't have cartloads of them. Pity. That's actually true. But at least no one's interested in us anymore. It seems so the priests turned up dead in an old temple up on Edward's Mountain. They were found with some girl. All dead from bad green powder or something. And some old mages named Shub have gone missing. Now then, what did your stuff in those sacks? What did you stuff in those sacks that's so important? Here, dump them out, take a look. By the gods, just look at that. Yes, those dwarves were just loaded with ebony. Look, rings, torques, braces, belts, and helms, all solid old ebony. And this stuff feels just loaded with magicka. Why, I bet that this ring alone has 1,000 uses, whatever it does. Oh look, braces of extreme endurance and a belt of strength. Put them on, adventurer. Let's celebrate. As I feared, all those loose threads of the play were ended by wholesale slaughter. More of the adventures of the adventurer will follow, unless, of course, they don't. We thank you for your tempered patience. Don't forget to tip your worthy winches on your way out to the sea. And enjoy our barge edition of the Khajiit Classic, It's a Matter of Luck. Thank you, and good night.